started. Welcome to The Perspective. I'm C. Towns, alongside Mr. Ed. Ramel, good morning. Why are you here, sir? Why are you here? You ain't got to be smiling, all right? That's crazy.
I'll just say it.
Game one, Mr. Ed started us off. Brent, what was your takeaway from this? Outside of you being right from a lot of things. Go ahead.
It basically came down to, like I said yesterday, Boston was a little better defensively, right? They did have a player go off that I don't think we touched on a lot, except for somebody said that he looked gassed and that he wouldn't be recovered enough time to be able to contribute anything. Al Horford. We put like this here. I don't think we're gonna get that every game for sure. But if he can give it to us in key games, like that game one, Marcus.
He eating this up right now.
I just want to touch on a few things.
I didn't even want
to touch on just a few things. Marcus Smart did not give me 20, but he gave me 18. And they were a good 18. Shoot threes. One of them late to seal a deal. Like, just let me stop all the madness is over with. And he was still able to play very good defense.
He did.
And their switch off defense where he was the only one really typically running around, trying to what he does because he's a hustle dude like that. But everybody, they would just switch off. Right. I'm not going to run through that pick. You pick him up. If he get over there, you pick him up.
It was killing him, man. Hold
up, time out.
I don't even want
to. It was. They had to put him on the bench for a little bit.
Man.
All that running around screens.
It was. Jordan Poole failed him because when he was in the game, he didn't do.
You could tell he
didn't do
You can see that it was his first game in the finals.
Yes.
He was antsy. He was losing the ball. He was unorthodox. He's always plays unorthodox, but
Jaylon Brown, when the game first started, he was doing the same
thing. Yeah, most definitely.
All over the court.
Yeah. It was their first one.
You got to settle down.
They didn't take advantage of the fact that Tatum was having a horrible game.
Terrible.
He must have.
Terrible.
He must have
Steph went off.
Yeah, he must have missed.
That's what made it bad. Steph went off.
Layups in a row, and Steph was killing him from three. He was
in the first quarter.
Yeah,
in the first quarter.
And then why'd they sit him so long?
Yeah, I don't know. But even when they sat him, he came back in the third quarter and started doing what he was doing again. But my takeaway from this game, I'm still standing on mine. I ain't going to hold you.
Warriors
I'm not worried about it. Golden State's still going to win. You want to know why?
Tell me why. I just
the fact that Marcus Smart, Al Horford, and White shot 15 out of 23 from three-point line. Yeah. That's not happening again.
I wouldn't touch
consistently. That's not happening again.
We didn't mention him as somebody
like
Derek White.
That was it was ridiculous. Derek White shot 5 for 8.
Yeah,
Now my main issue for Golden State was the fact that Steph Curry did everything he was supposed to do. Yeah. The reason why he started falling off was because Boston realized who else is scoring.
Yeah, right. Thompson wasn't
scoring. It got to the point they was treating Wiggins like he was Draymond.
But Wiggins
picked it up though. Yeah, I give him that.
And I think they're going to have
after a while. But how many open missed threes did he miss?
He had a lot of open missed threes.
But I think
where did Klay Thompson go in after the first quarter?
I don't know where he went.
He's still not back yet. He still need more time. To me. Because, I feel like
he's not.
First quarter,
I'm not expecting him. Listen, I'm not expecting him to give me 30. I'm not expecting old Klay all the time.
But you might need that to be able to get over the hump in the
finals. Once again,
6 of 14.
I touched on this the other day.
6 of 14.
You have, out of the 3 top players that are playing in this series, 2 of them play for Boston. Right?
What?
2 of them play for Boston. So you had, out of the 3.
You got Jaylon Brown over Klay Thompson? That's interesting. I'm not
yes.
going to argue that, but
at this point, yes.
All right, I guess.
At this point, yes. I think he's a more reliable scorer, and he's just every bit of. He's probably better defender now. Before, no. But this Klay Thompson, yes, he's better.
I had to agree with you with that. With Jaylen Brown. You know Klay Thompson's not the same player that he was before the 2 injuries. I'm sorry. I love Klay Thompson. He's a good player, but you can clearly tell in that game.
I'm taking Klay Thompson over Jaylen Brown all day.
But
not now.
But with this came down with
after game 1, you take him? After game 1. After that
I'm
horrible show.
I'm still going to stand on mine. I'm still going to stand on mine.
But here's what happened.
Jaylen Brown, listen. Jaylen Brown
did what?
Jaylen Brown, 24 points, 10 and 23.
Okay. That's good.
He's not going to be
gonna
scoring
do
over 20 the whole series.
Yeah. I didn't say the whole series. But stop discrediting Jaylen Brown. He's not
by
a
the
good
end of
player.
the 7th
I didn't say he wasn't a good player, but I'm still taking Klay over.
By the end of this 7th game,
Clay's ceiling
And
is higher than
Okay.
Brown's ceiling.
But that ceiling has
If
been
he can-
lowered
if-
since the injuries.
if he can come
I got faith he can make it back there,
okay,
man.
well, we'll see. We'll see game 2. See if we
This,
can pick up.
oh man, and then Al Horford, I'm happy. You walked right into this. I said him running around, he should be gassed. And let's keep it real. Where was he at the first 3 quarters?
He was
in-
good the first
The
three
first-
quarters.
He was
He wasn't nowhere.
He was hitting threes. Yes, he
He was
was.
good the first 3 quarters. He was
hit
solid
Scored
the
the
first 3
bulk.
quarters.
He ended the game with 26 points.
Okay.
And scored over 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Okay.
So what was he
So that
doing?
means he had 16 points the first 3 quarters.
No, I said over 10. I didn't say
over
at 10.
10. Oh,
Yeah.
But he
Don't
was,
do that.
Jaylen Brown was willing and dealing and doing his thing, and he was hitting it. And when they would get him, and he had an open 3, and them first 3 quarters,
Right.
he would shoot it, and he was making.
And then my biggest gripe for going stateside, I don't give a damn how open you are. Draymond got to stop shooting all these shots, man.
Draymond has.
He had 12. He had 12
Well,
shot
hold on.
attempts.
Draymond think he Charles Barkley.
Whoa.
No, those type of plays.
All right, that's cool.
Hold on,
Yeah,
those
what?
type of plays, offensive rebounds,
put
putting it
back-
back up.
Come on, man.
Cool.
Woo!
The man shot 4 threes and missed all of them.
Draymond is not Charles Barkley. Draymond is not Charles Barkley. I don't care what Draymond Green says. He's not Charles Barkley. He's a good player. He's great on defense. He shows up. He's a leader for his team. But he's not Charles
Something
Barkley.
else I had, another issue I had, but again, I think this is going to come down to Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr is going to make these adjustments. 2 issues I had with Steve Kerr. One, the way they practice and I guess their game plan, they weren't running the offense through Steph Curry. Mm-hmm. He wasn't the primary ball handler. And now, granted, they always mix it up, but Steph didn't really start assisting the ball until the 4th quarter.
Right.
And because that's when he realized, all right, because Boston, put it like this, after Steph's first quarter, that was good, even at some of the third. But as soon as Boston snapped and they changed up the defense, you have to change it up. Steph, it shouldn't have been Draymond doing that all game. All game. You got to expect Boston to change up at the end of the day. And then my second issue was, I get it was his first game back, but damn it, it's the finals. Andre Iguodala got to play more than 12 minutes because that man was effective when he was on the court.
Right.
Defensively,
But
offensively, but he has to get more minutes.
But at this stage in his career, can you really
12
Yes,
minutes?
you can give him more minutes.
12
it's not like
minutes?
he's starting.
Yeah. He off the bench. Oh my, he had 12 minutes.
I mean, how many minutes you think he's
Poole
gonna get?
and Porter
In
played
the
for
finals,
24 and
at least 18
25.
and 20.
At least give me 18 and 20.
In the finals.
12 minutes?
I'm not expecting him to play 34,
Yeah,
34,
12 minutes?
I mean,
And he was effective when he was on the floor.
because he only played 12 minutes.
Okay, well,
Nah,
we
he
don't
got
know.
to
He
be
can
more than that. Nah,
effective
yeah,
when he's not
it's
getting
Andre
minutes.
Iguodala. Come on, man.
He's old, dude.
So is Al Horford, and look at him.
Who's older?
Al Horford.
Al Horford, probably by a mile.
For sure, Iguodala was been in the league longer than Al Horford.
Man, no, Al Horford is 36. Andre Iguodala, no, Andre Iguodala's older. He's 38.
Yeah, I figured.
But he can still play more than 12
But
minutes.
Al
I don't
Horford
care.
is still starting. Andre Iguodala's not
Yeah,
starting.
but
I'm not
I
asking him to
yeah.
start.
Andre Iguodala's body is a lot more beat up. A lot.
Al
more
Horford played
beat up.
33 minutes.
That's
Iguodala
can't
can't
give
give
me
me
20 minutes.
18.
All right,
20 minutes.
We'll see. I mean,
You
they
can't give
may,
me 13 less
maybe
minutes.
Maybe they'll give him more minutes. I don't know. But I'm just
you
saying
gonna have to
he
if
might
you wanna-
get exposed beyond that.
I'm going to need Jordan Poole minutes to get. Look.
Jordan Poole is inexperienced.
When
That's
he
not
started
saying he's
messing
a good
up,
player.
and they kept bringing him in the game. Listen, sometimes it's the finals. Sometimes you got to let things go for that game. He could have. Now, if his minutes show 12.
Right.
Also, we need to touch on, because this was in question as of yesterday. What would happen if Boston was down? It was like, you can't get down to Golden State.
Okay.
Right? And the fact that they were able to come back from being down and win this game going away speaks to
Boston showed poise. They showed that they had good coaches in their corner. Settle them down, get them back into the game plan. As soon as they got hold of that, they got on a good run.
Yeah, they
especially in the fourth quarter.
They interviewed their coach. The young lady interviewed their coach, and I was listening to some of the things he was saying. It was funny because it wasn't typical coach speak.
Right.
He was actually detailing how they were on.
Right, get them back in the game.
Get them back in the game, and
right.
I was like, that's when I knew. I said, okay.
Right.
The reason why I'm so confident still about my pick, did they come back from a 10-plus point deficit?
Yes.
Yes, they did. In crunch time. Yes, they did.
Without
But hold on. The issue is that I feel so good about.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't Jason Tatum bailing them out.
No.
It wasn't Jaylen Brown bailing them out.
Okay.
It was Al Horford.
But that's
Al Horford. Hold on. Al Horford. If they want to bank on him bailing them out at the end of every fourth quarter for the rest of this series, we in good shape.
That's not always true.
Now,
man. That's not always
listen.
true. 'Cause that's what Jason
this
Tatum had to
playoffs.
make.
No.
But him
Hold
having a
on.
horrible
It's
game.
multiple. Again, it's multiple games when it mattered and it was low and it was crunch time. Jason Tatum cannot. He just don't. He just don't do it.
Don't do that. Jason Tatum has done it.
Yes.
He has done it at the end of the game.
At the end of a game, when
Kyrie Irving. He didn't do it at the end of the game.
you said Kyrie Irving,
I'm saying Jason Tatum scoring on Kyrie Irving at the end of the game. So you can't say
that
Jason
doesn't
Tatum
see.
is
So
a
hold on.
player.
You're talking about a shot. You're talking about one shot to get you to win. I'm talking about grinding in the final 2 to 3 minutes of a fourth quarter.
He's still inexperienced.
That's my point.
Well,
Listen,
well, that's
I'm
why
not
we play
listen.
these games.
I'm not saying he can't change it, but I feel good off the fact that he didn't change it. The ball wasn't in his hands. It was in Al Horford's hands to make it and make those shots to get them back in the game and get them over the hump. If they're going to rely on that, they're not beating Golden State in 7 games.
They don't need to rely on that every time. What they need to is rely on it when they need it, like a game where Tatum is having a horrible game.
Right.
That's when they need it.
It's,
So he's
but
had
then
his
how many
game-
times we
next-
gonna allow this?
No, next game.
The last
It's
two?
only game one of the
No.
It's only game
Since
one.
the playoffs, since the Milwaukee series and the Miami Heat series,
Did he beat both
he's
of those?
gone away.
And did he win? Did they win both of them series?
Only because let's put everything out there again. They beat Milwaukee. Middleton is hurt. Giannis is by himself. Middleton plays that series, they're probably winning.
Who did Golden State? You had like Golden State beat all these tough teams to get where they
We're not
got.
talking about beating the toughest teams. I'm talking about crunch time. I'm not talking about winning everything. I'm talking about crunch time minutes. How many games has Tatum fall short?
He hasn't fallen short enough for them to lose because of
What do you mean it was 7
How-
games in 2 series? They shouldn't
and
have
how
gone
did
7.
And how did they win them?
But they shouldn't have gone 7.
If he fell short, how did they win them?
Because
somebody-
I just pointed out.
Somebody stepped
Somebody
up.
stepped up.
No.
in
Somebody
2
stepped up
7-game
on the
It's
team.
because, like I said, Middleton was out, Giannis was by himself, and Giannis still made him go 7. You go against Miami. Miami is a good defensive team only. Without Jimmy Butler putting up 30 to 40 every
So you
night,
saying Duncan
they're not
Robinson,
winning.
Tyler Hero, they're not good.
Duncan
offensive
Robinson
players.
didn't even play the whole series. Don't do that.
Okay,
Tyler Hero
was hurt.
didn't play the whole
Tyler Hero
series.
was hurt.
So you making my point?
Okay, but that's not. Don't discredit Jason Tatum to make it seem like
No.
he's
It's not about
NBA player.
It's not about discrediting him. It's that how much rope are y'all going to give this man? Because in multiple games game 1 of the finals,
This is how
in the
much-
previous 2
this is
series,
how much-
he's not shown up.
This is how much rope I'm gonna give him. He won both of them 7-game series,
Right.
and he won the first game of this one, which I predict to go 7 games. So whatever he's doing or not doing, whatever that team is doing, they're built to withstand what you're saying is happening to win a 7-game series.
I feel like you have to.
I feel like you're playing roulette with that. You're playing roulette with that.
You got to give Jason Tatum a little bit of slack.
If Jason Tatum gives the same energy from Milwaukee and Miami Heat series to this, so he's going to have at least two more games like he had yesterday.
But he's also going to have.
If that happens, do
also
you feel comfortable with
that?
that?
He's going to have 4 very good games.
We shall see.
And that'll take him through. As long as the other guys
Oh,
can step
man.
up.
I'm still sticking with Golden State winning in 6. But Jason Tatum is no scrub. Jason Tatum is all NBA first-team player. He'll show up.
All right, so we're going to head to the next one.